Joe Biden has signed an executive order that provides rules and regulations for the use of artificial intelligence in the U.S., how the government can use it, and safeguards that companies must follow. As is almost always the case, when the government rolls out a new tool designed to curtail freedoms, it says it is doing it for, wait for it, safety and security. Well, during the October 30th signing event at the White House, Biden told the audience, quote, "First, the executive order is about AI safety and security. Today, I am invoking what's called the Defense Production Act that federal government uses in the most urgent of moments, like mobilizing the nation in time of war or developing COVID vaccines during the pandemic," end quote. What Biden is saying here, folks, is that this AI is a very scary emergency. It's so scary that we need to get the military involved. Well, dictatorships, they always use emergencies as an excuse to grab new powers. It never fails. The executive order states, quote, "We are more than capable of harnessing AI for justice, security, and opportunity for all," end quote. Well, we have already seen what Biden's justice looks like under a politicized FBI and DOJ. It's a two-tiered justice system that punishes grandmothers who pray outside of abortion clinics and threatens to arrest conservative parents voicing their opinions at school board meetings, while allowing Antifa and Black Lives Matter to burn and loot with no consequences. Biden continued his speech stating, quote, "This executive order will use the same authority to make companies prove that their most powerful systems are safe before allowing them to be used." That means companies must tell the government about the large-scale AI system they're developing and share rigorous independent test results to prove they pose no national security or safety risk to the American people, end quote. Well, doesn't that make you feel real good? The government is looking out for you. They want to protect us. Don't believe it. The executive order has a laundry list of directives that the government and companies must begin to follow. The order also makes reference to critical infrastructure, which the White House notes, quote, "has the meaning set forth in Section 1016E of the USA Patriot Act of 2001, end quote. Well, the Patriot Act, that was one of the most draconian bills ever and still ranks as one of the most invasive and oppressive acts ever signed by an American president. So they're telling us that they are going to leverage the power of artificial intelligence against us and use it to enforce the Patriot Act. Jacob Thompson of Wine Press notes, quote, "As you scan through the text of the entire executive order, you realize it's just another power grab disguised as a means of mitigating AI. They are explicitly referencing the Patriot Act, and we all know what that entails," end quote. Thompson notes the word, quote, "disinformation," end quote, appears in the executive order, but nowhere defines the term. Quote, "So, in other words, this is just a means for the government and big tech to leverage AI against us in a myriad of ways, from speech and thought to our jobs across all sectors, to inspiration and creation, and so on," end quote. Politically persecuted journalist